In 22 tournaments, only 8 different countries won you. 212 nations participated in the global tournament. It wasn't just about holding you. Winning you would elevate the prestige of nations. It would give a beautiful image to the careers of players. Every 4 years you saw hundreds of players. Only a fraction of people could touch you. Only a fraction of people felt you. You carried the weight of each one within you. Their different tears, their sacrifices, their hopes, but you don't know it yet. 92 years later, you will understand. You will understand everything. Your first foundation is laid in a small workshop. A sculptor working with silver and gold designs you. You have 8 edges. Upon you is Nike, the goddess of victory. Her arms are open, reaching upward, as if holding something. They coat you with 16-karat gold plating. These are merely your features. For now you are just an object. You wait to be held by hands to find your meaning. Preparations have been made for the first tournament. Because the ocean voyage lasted 3 weeks, most of the European teams did not come. You couldn't see them. Yet 93,000 fans are waiting to see you in the final match. The Uruguay-Argentina match. 2 neighboring countries. Uruguay wins the match. Captain Jose Nazazi runs toward you at the very front. The crowd has descended onto the pitch. They are running too. Nazazi takes you into his hands. He lifts you into the air. Right at that moment, you began to feel. Between trembling hands, tears are flowing. You, who are cold and heavy, begin to feel. Nobody knew what that day meant. Nazazi didn't know. Nobody knew. You just felt it. Nazazi passed. You did not pass. You are in a World Cup final for the second time. You haven't changed, but the world had changed a lot. In 1934, Mussolini wanted you too. Italy won. They were the host. There was pressure. There was fear in the eyes of the referees. Everyone had felt this. You became that cup. Were you clean? Were you dirty? You don't know. You just carried it. In 1938, another tournament took place. There wouldn't be one for a very long time. A conflict was about to begin in the world. Everyone knew what was coming, yet it wasn't spoken aloud. They thought, perhaps this is the final match. Unaware of what was to happen, you waited silently, just wanting someone to hold you. Italy won again. Giuseppe Meazza lifted you. An ecstasy emerged in the crowd. There was an anxiety within this ecstasy. Everyone was anxious. They were afraid. 1 year later, a conflict began. Some of the footballers joined the struggle. The hands that held you could not return. Throughout those years of conflict, you stayed in a cold, damp safe. During the period of conflict, gold was dangerous. Everyone would chase after you. An official secretly took you away. He hid you in a box. You stayed there for years, in the darkness, silently. The conflict passed. The hands that held you passed. You did not pass. You felt the exact same hand 3 times. When he first held you, he was 17 years old. That man was Pele. He had ideals. He had goals. Everyone watching the match was astonished. They wondered who this 17-year-old kid was. He scored 2 goals in the final match. He lifted you with his skinny arms. It was as if he was saying, "Is this really me?" Tears were flowing. You too had felt that excitement, that astonishment. The second time he held you, you felt a fracture, because he had been injured. The team had won the final match without him. You felt it when he held you, his strange look. There was both joy and sadness. He hadn't been able to fight enough for you. When he took you into his hand, you felt that absence too. The third time he took you into his hand, he was at the peak of his career. Everyone admired his football. The newspapers always talked about him. Pele scored the first goal in the final match. The match ended. You were between Pele's fingers. You passed for the final time. That moment was very different, because FIFA had a rule. If a country won the tournament 3 times, they would keep the cup forever. You went to Brazil. Pele never wanted to let you go. You understood that something was amiss. These hands were holding you for the last time. Pele passed. You did not pass. Brazil took you. They carried you to their home. You were going to vanish. One night, they took you away from the office of the Brazilian Football Confederation. You were never found again. You don't know what happened either. Did they melt you down, or did they sell you? The police searched for you for years. You could not be found. Are you hidden somewhere? A response never came. Even if you vanished, the tournament had to continue. FIFA had you remade. A new rule was added. The winning country could keep you for 4 years. Then they had to give you back. There were novelties about you. A new sculptor had designed you. They added human figures holding up the world upon you. You are plated with 18-karat gold. You weigh 6 kilograms. This time, you were truly born. You maintained your existence until the present day. For the first time, Franz Beckenbauer lifted you. West Germany had become champions. Beckenbauer was very calm. You felt this very deeply. His calmness gave you calmness too. He looked at the cameras and smiled as if to say, "This is mine. The old you passed. The new you began." It was the Argentina-West Germany final match. Argentina won. The whole team was running toward you. Among them, someone small ran faster to you. He touched you with those tiny hands. The other teammates held you too. Those tiny hands never let go of you. That was Maradona. The whole team lifted him upon their hands. You, too, rose into the air between his tiny hands. Those tiny hands were the hands that played the hand of God. He held you. He held you very tightly, as if he would never let go again. When you looked at his fierce-looking face, you saw that he was crying. He continued to cry by shouting out loud. Behind him, thousands of Argentine fans were crying too. You felt all the joy, the excitement. The entire struggle was to hold you. Celebrations took place all over Argentina. Every individual was hugging each other out of joy. The sound and tears triggered by a football cup. You were the one who shouldered that night. You too were lifting that joy, that burden. Maradona passed. That night did not pass. You did not pass either. A little boy always wanted to hold you. You were always in his dreams. This boy had a growth hormone deficiency. Nobody had this boy treated. That boy was Lionel Messi. Barcelona had him treated. The boy grew up. He worked very hard. He became one of the best footballers in the world. The only problem was that you weren't there. In the 2006 quarterfinal, he lost to Germany. In the 2010 quarterfinal, he lost to Germany. In the 2014 final match, Germany beat him again. Messi collapsed to his knees and began to cry. You were only a few meters away from him. You felt all his pain too. The German captain lifted you into the air. His joy, his tears had not affected you that much. Messi couldn't look at you. He felt guilty. In the 2018 group stage, he lost to France. In every tournament, the exact same question was asked. Will Messi win the cup? The outcomes of the tournaments were definitive. No. There were those who compared him to Pele. The outcome of every comparison was the same, but there was no cup in sight. You carried that sentence in every tournament, in every final. Those matches passed. Messi did not pass. You did not pass either. The year is 2022, the Argentina-France final. Everyone knew this match. It became one of the greatest finals. Extra time, then penalties. Every minute brought a different emotion. The atmosphere's enthusiasm was incredibly high. The final whistle blew. Argentina became champions. Messi stood with his eyes fixed upon you. Everything around him was moving, but he was just standing still. His friends gathered around him. The celebrations had begun. A hand took you and extended you to Messi. 4 major tournaments. 4 major disappointments. After a very long wait, you were finally in Messi's hands. You felt those feelings that are difficult to describe: tears, happiness, pain. All emotions were mixed. His hands were trembling while holding you. The controversies of will he win every tournament? And the answers of it didn't happen in this tournament had always been given. Now, you were there. You were between his hands. You were real. You felt the entire weight within you. That weight, which increased throughout all the tournaments, had decreased between those hands. That night, all the heaviness was lifted. That tournament passed. Messi is still playing. You did not pass either. In all tournaments, you always experienced joy among the winning hands. Yet you saw the losing team too. You always carried the burden of those teams that collapsed to their knees and cried. You felt the disappointments of those players who went silently to the locker room. Each of them had come with the hope of winning you. They had fought with everything they had for this. Now, you were with the winning team. You were in the enthusiastic and joyful locker room. In the other locker room, there was a freezing silence, those still shedding tears, those punching the wall. You knew these, but you couldn't speak. Only the winners could take you. Zidane had walked past you while going to the locker room in 2006. He couldn't look at you. Even Cruyff, who experienced 3 finals and 3 defeats, had done everything to win. He was one of the good players of football, but you weren't there. Cristiano Ronaldo had never played a final. He had said goodbye early in every tournament. You never felt his hands. You carry those absences. Just as you carry the victory of the winners, you carry the silence of the losers too. The losers passed. You did not pass. You are different. Every team fights for you. They hold you in their hands for 4 years. They don't want to give you back. But you change hands after every tournament. Every hand is different hands that fight for you, hands that suffer for you. You belong to each of them, but you belong to no one. This is what makes you special. They are afraid of hurting you. They are afraid of losing you. Some embrace you with diligence, pressing you to their chest. With every change of hands, you witness a different story. You learn different cultures. You are the silent witness of each one. Many hands changed. The hands passed. You did not pass. We are in the year 2026. USA, Canada, Mexico. The tournament takes place in these three countries. The largest tournament with 48 countries participating. The most matches to be played. All of it is for you to take you to their homes, to hold you in their hands. When the final match takes place, one team will win you. Who? We don't know. Which country? We don't know. If there is one thing we know, a struggle will be given for you. Tears will flow. The team that wins you will say, it was all for this moment. And you will carry that moment just as you carried it before. Just as you were won for the first time in 1930. Just as you were in Pele's hands 3 times. Just as you were in Messi's long wait. Every single time, the exact same, you were there. Every single time, you witnessed different worlds. You felt different hands. Those hands passed. You did not pass.